Alright then, I think we're live. Hello again, Twitch and YouTube, and welcome after a little break to the continuation of this Pale Court randomizer, where everything is awful and we basically cleared out the whole map in our quest to beat the Pale Court. So, this is the Pale Court randomizer, meaning we're playing not just with the regular Hollow Knight base game, but also with the Pale Court fan-made DLC. The Pale Court fan-made DLC is very hard. It adds some optional endgame bosses, which I've never tried before, never played this mod. I had no idea what I was doing coming into this. And I set this as the win condition for the randomizer. So randomizer basically means, you play Hollow Knights, except all the items are shuffled into random locations. So where you'll find the wings, the dash, the shade cloak, the spells, it could be anywhere. It could be on a random geo-rock somewhere in Fungal Wastes, it could be by beating Collector, it could be by beating the Radiance, for all you know. So, good fun. And usually these randomizers end when you beat the Hollow Knights, or the Radiance, a bit up to your taste for suffering. And I decided to push that one level further and say, well, this randomizer ends when I beat the whole Pale Court. Now, Pale Court is pretty rough. I learned that. So far, we've beaten the Pale King, which is technically not part of the Pale Court mod, it's just always there. I count beating the Pale King as just reaching the Pale King on his throne. You knock him over and he gives the King Soul. So, that's kind of beating him. And that was really fun. Did that whole White Palace wingless, which requires a few skips and tricks. So that was really, really fun to learn. But that didn't actually get us to, any of the new bosses. It was just a fun little challenge, which I think really makes sense, because he's the head honcho of the Pale Court. Take him out. Then we had to do White Defender, which was easy. That was actually first try. Now White Defender is White Defender after all, you all know him. I'm not saying the boss itself is easy, but we were geared enough at that time to beat him. No stress. Then we could take out the Dreamer, the Grey Mourner rather. So the Grey Mourner, you might know her from the Flower Quest, but she's actually Zmir, one of the 4 knights of the Pale King and a member of the Pale Court. She was kind of hanging out with the Mantis kid and, getting all upset about the Mantis kid getting brutally torn apart in the war or whatever actually happened. Zmir was really fun dual type fight. Not that hard. It took us a couple hours to beat, but nothing excessive. Then I spent about 10 hours grinding Isma. Good gracious Isma. Famous for her tier. Also now famous for spawning a bunch of ads and basically being a bullet hell boss. And having a really rough... Yes, I did get wings. I beat Isma without wings, but by the time I left Isma, I needed to do Hegemol as the next boss, and in order to do Hegemol I needed to do City Crest, and I didn't have City Crest. So I kind of had to do a lot of exploration, and as a result the map is pretty much barren. There's almost nothing left, only a very few checks are left on the map. And that was kind of necessary to even get City Crest for Hegemol. And frankly I did a few more checks after that, because Hegemol is really hard too. Hegemol is a rough fight, okay? We've been stuck on Hegemol for, a couple hours now. Been a couple hours. I think I haven't updated the time on the randomizer. It's more like 36, so we've been working on Hegemol for something like 8-9 hours, I think. Let's update the timer for that. Should be 30, I don't remember exactly. We'll just put it to 36:16, that sounds convincing. The timer just needs to be generally right. Good. So yes. We've gotten... How far have we gotten Hegemol? We've gotten to what I think is the last phase. So just judging from how Pale Court bosses are structured so far, I've gotten to the 3rd and probably final phase, and I guess when I beat that, there's going to be a desperation phase where I have to beat him while he's jamming in the middle or something like that. That's just my guess. And that's going to be rough. But I am dedicated to doing it, hopefully. And of course, it's not starting I wanted to. Let's reset that. Just gotta get that splitter to go. Come on. And now I would sure love to just leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it. That's even though it says that the split is on Pale King, at least it shows the timers. Now we can have some rough idea where we are in order to beat the real knight, Hegemol. So, welcome to Hegemol. Hegemol is so far a really good Pale Court boss. Not to mention all of the effort. Look at this. Look at the just entranceway to Hegemol. It's so beautiful. Look at the tram in the background. Look at all of this environment. Listen to the music. It's so comfy. City of Tears. Painting's not melted yet. Look at this soldier. Just in the background chilling there, you know. Just chilling, jamming, blue eyes, not infected. Tram's gonna pass. There it goes. Tram's passing by. This is a beautiful scene. And this, look at the background. Smack. Beautiful. Oof. Ah. Oof. And there he is. Ow. Okay, and here's Hegemol. Hegemol is not exactly the easiest fight, so I'm gonna need a bit of warm-up here. He does 2 damage with his non-environmental attacks, which is a lot of stuff. And the most dangerous attack in the first phase is probably this charge attack. Although he can kill you with mostly anything. Also the falling barrels are really rough. Ow. And sometimes he does that. When you dive into him, he lines up an attack so you basically can't get out. That is Hegemol. First phase is harder than second phase, I think. But the second phase has a lot of choke potential. He doesn't have a lot of health. I didn't play that very aggressively. I need to get back into shape. We've been out of this for a couple of days, so I need to warm back up. But the idea is to burn through first phase quickly. You get a heal chance going into the second phase transition, which I aim to take. Second phase transition is kind of free, but I'm very concerned that I'm gonna have to learn the mechanics in that. Do damage. Jump is actually free damage, so... There you go. Mind the dash. The dash is super dangerous. Dash is how I've died a lot of tries so far. Faced? Okay, that was a very quick face. Good. And the safe spot is just on this wall here. It's not 100% safe, a barrel can come for you, but... Second phase has started, he's gonna do 2 charges, that's his most important chain for the second phase. Oh, yes, I just said that. And then it's always 2, so at least it's predictable. And the shockwave is also there. I got completely caught out, because one of the barrels was falling from the sky, and unlike with false knights, you can't hit the barrels. The barrels are just completely unhittable. They will, if they're there, they hit you. Sometimes that just happens. So Hegemol is short and intense as a fight. He moves darn fast for such a big guy. And the double damage, coupled with the fact that I'm still stuck at 3 masks, and that still isn't changing. 3 masks, 3 charm notches. With random charm costs. This is the best I can do. Even if I score all of the remaining last checks, I won't get stronger than this. The only thing I could do is like find dive or descending dark rather. Oh, dangerous. I'm very glad I got wings for this fight. I think this fight without wings would be kind of madness. Like, the other fights without wings were doable. Especially Isma was surprisingly doable. I thought she wouldn't be, but she was. But the Hegemol without wings, not recommended. Oh, that hit me. Okay. I was quite greedy. I got to take 2 quick heals here, please. Good. He always aims for... Ow. I should just have slid down. There. Okay, that's really bad to take a single hit there, because it means he's M9 one-shot range from his stuff. Careful. It's gonna shockwave here. If it goes back like that, it's always a shockwave. Dangerous. Second dash is pretty fast. Way fewer chances to use wraiths on him in this phase, which makes second phase a little bit slower than... Oh. Oh, that's a miss. Oh! The jump. The jump smash. I thought it was just a regular jump. I got too far back and couldn't see what he was doing. So yeah, intense fights. My goal is to get to third phase again. I did manage it 2 times almost in a row at the end of our attempts on last stream, so I think I can get back to third phase. And I think third phase isn't really hard. It's just like, now he does 3 dashes and he has like a basketball spike attack, which is not particularly dangerous, I think. I'm pretty sure third phase should be the end of it, apart from possibly a desperation move. I'm quite concerned about the desperation move though. I'm not sure how to handle it, frankly. Oh, careful. Sometimes he does an early charge. Careful about that. Paste. It's not gonna hit. Yes, it is. Almost got the cheeky nail on him. Didn't get that. Oh, that was not good. Wow. Pretty reliable that he's gonna dash you when he's close to wall, but it's not completely reliable, unfortunately. And sometimes that does catch you out if he does something else close to the wall. Mind the barrels. Like that, almost got me. And also, anytime he does anything after a shockwave is risky. What? I missed the pogo. Sadness. That should be mostly muscle memory to deal with the dashes, but there's also a problem with the break. Come back and your muscle memory is a little bit rusty. So yeah, I just need to survive the second phase. Again, I really do think second phase is easier than first phase, but first phase is shorter, thanks to that huge burst you can do at the beginning. And generally, like, Wraiths is much easier to pull off in first phase, and that's a ton of damage on the big chunker. Build-wise, we're going Quick Slash and Mark of Pride. I'm not sure that's a final build. Ow. Okay, that was kind of reset time, I think. I'm not using Mark of Pride nearly, Quick Slash nearly well enough, so that's also a little bit of a warm-up thing. When I was at my finest, I was really smacking him like 3 times. But right now I am not at my prime. Gotta warm up. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot more Edgemals. I don't expect I'll beat him any of the immediate few tries coming up, but I do think we can beat him. Just gotta get through third phase. I did survive like quite a long time in third phase until I messed up. I think I messed up to something basic too every time. Because third phase doesn't really have any like really dangerous new mechanics, just more stuff. Careful. That was kind of close. Oh, phase already. Okay. Cheeky hits. Be careful though, he swings the mace really wide when he goes out of phase. That's the end. Careful. The double dashes can catch you off guard because they're so fast. It's totally possible to go for a cheeky hit there, but Don't always want to do it. Always keep the wings available there. That's a nice shockwave through. I still haven't gotten any double hits on him with even when he's dashing away. I don't know why. Oh, that hit me because of the barrel. Ow. I didn't have Shade Cloak because I dashed through him. Gotta react faster. I do think the barrels are a little bit... I'm not that happy about the barrels in this fight, because they're so hard to see. The color scheme really matches the background of the city. They're kind of cool and blue, and the purple doesn't pop very much. Like, this is a good thing about False Knight and Failed Champ, that the barrels just really pop with all that orange. They don't want orange in this fight, I get that, but the barrels are like these slowly rotating, falling objects with really close match to the background color of the fight, and they're unremovable, which makes them hard to deal with at times. Oh no. That's what happens when he does something bad close to a wall. Again, there's very little you can do if he does that, because you can't really jump to get out of the overhead. I think maybe you can. It's a maybe, yes, but I haven't managed it so far. And for the under smash, his hitbox does something funny, so you can actually dash through him. But for the overhead, that doesn't work. I haven't... Maybe I've managed it once, I don't remember. But like getting through him when he does the overhead smash is very, very hard. With Sharp Shadow it would be much easier, but my build does not fit Sharp Shadow. That's 3 charm notches. And I'm not gonna dedicate 3 charm notches to that. It's not a good charm. Just hope it doesn't happen, basically. Stop it. Them all. Nasty barrels. Careful. Over. I could have gone for one cheeky hit there. Maybe I should have. There's a shockwave. Shockwave. I could maybe have gone over him there. I haven't yet succeeded with that. Oh, that was really close with the barrel. Shockwave. I had to back off because of the barrel there. Should maybe preserve some soul in case I take a hit, which could very likely happen. That was dangerous. Ooh. Now I really gotta make sure I have my soul in order. Okay. Just gotta have soul for 2 heals. Could maybe have taken a heal there, frankly. Well, as long as I have soul for 2 heals, I'm good. There it is. Heal quick. Okay, no time for cheeky hits here. Just jam. Oh, I should have... Ow. And music is going crazy, and it's gonna be 3. Oh. I don't have any chance to heal here. Won't even try. Ooh! That was the wrong response. I did say that move wasn't so dangerous, but I've never seen him do it at short range before, so I didn't know what to expect. It is pretty fast, and the spread is pretty... like a pretty tight shotgun kind of move, so... gotta be careful with it. If I have Shade Cloak, it's trivial to dash through, and it usually has enough window that I can do so. Could also have dived through if I realize the threat. I guess it's kind of just gotta hit you if you dash backwards, huh? Well, that was not so good. Ah, dead. Another instance of heat overhead smashes me through close to the wall, and it's sort of don't know what to do. Oh no! If I bench warp too fast, Silly Knight gets up. Silly Knight. So yeah, that's how the stream is gonna be today. More Hedgemals. I'm really enjoying Hedgemal. It's a really fun fight, and doing him on 3 masks, basically, and 3 charm notches, basically puts a really big challenge on this. I think I'd have beaten him quite some time ago if I had more masks or more charms, but that's not the point, right? Gotta beat him with what he got. I'm fond of quick slash, even though it's 2 of my charm notches. I don't really have a great 1 charm notch prayer with it. Behaving nicely there. Not behaving. As long as I have 2 bars of soul to go into the next phase, I'm fine though. Take heals quick. Any jams? Always 2. Don't need to be worried about the follow-up there. But you need to be worried about barrels. Nice. Getting the Shriek is definitely the most damage I can get to him there. Nice, actually, to go over the shockwave this time. Haven't succeeded in that before. Nice. Whoa! Decided not to be nice suddenly. Don't want to make it over. Oof! Oh my. That's the problem with dashing through. You can't really... Maybe if I dash off the wall. Yeah, if I dash off the wall, I'll have another dash, right? Wait, is that true? No? Yes, it will be. Of course, I knew that. Yeah, if I dash off the wall, maybe that's the safest. Although, there'll be times when it's not so good, because you don't want him to be off screen. Don't want to not see what he's doing. But it's an option. If it's just too far to get over. Getting over the shockwave is probably the safest, though. Let's go again. More Hedgemals. After this, I gotta figure out how to do hairdryer and Tiso. They have been brilliantly absent due to bugs preventing them from spawning. What? The failed pogos are really costing me. Pretty smooth finish to the face though. I didn't really need to do that because he's gonna do a follow-up anyway. That was exactly why I jump usually. And I didn't respond correctly with... Just needed the wing, but I was kind of scared about some barrels. Better to take 1 damage than 2 though. No, too slow. Careful not to face him without getting full bar of soul. Oh, that was too slow. A little thing that's maybe hard to notice, but does occasionally get felt, is that I have only 10 soul gain. 11 is the base soul gain, but I am missing the 10th pip. The 11th pip, rather. So I found all of the known sources of soul gain around the map. And this is all thanks to the combat randomizer mod. Basically, it allows you to put your base soul gain to 0 instead of 11. Which means, well, you gain nothing at the beginning. And you can find soul gain items, which add 1 soul gain per item. I found 10, but I haven't found the 11th. So this is also something that would make me stronger. It's not a ton, but you might, for example, notice that like 3 spells do not currently give me... 3 nail swings don't give me a spell, for example. That's kind of mean when he does that. I should need to dive it. Oh, I just needed to shade cloak through him instead of away. Just made the wrong decision. Sometimes you have to react pretty fast for Hegemol. It just goes jams real hard. But yeah, we already got into the 3rd phase once. I'm pretty happy with progress so far. Warm-up has been good. And just need to get through 3rd phase. I think as long as he doesn't catch me out with the spike. There's nothing new in 3rd phase. It's the triple charges are not the threat, particularly. And no more than any charges. The charge is a very deadly attack, but the fact that it's triple is completely irrelevant, really. I dashed through the barrel there. That's not good. Spent too long. Ow. I overstayed my welcome a little bit there. Wanted to get the greedy wraiths on him. It's kind of worth noting that I'm on old nail damage, actually old nail +1, also thanks to the combat randomizer. I didn't cap it at 5, I capped it at 6, which... maybe you can complain, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. But I'm not sure if that is affecting their health pool sizes of the Hail Court bosses. They're technically dream bosses, and possibly if I upgraded my nail to the pure nail, they would have more health. Which means spells would do relatively less. Ow. I should reset this. But also, Quick Slash would relatively be worth more, and I could even consider a build based more around nail damage. So I'm not sure what would be easier harder. And it could just be that the health doesn't scale, and I don't really want to run that risk of trivializing the fight by absolutely messing them up with nail swings. So I'm just leaving it as is. Again, it could actually end up making the fight harder to upgrade, I don't know. Don't want to gamble. Which would be a good thing, to be clear. I don't want the fight to be any easier than it currently is. Right now it's perfect. It's hard as bones, which is perfect. Should be so. Make sure you have a shade block before he does that. Okay. Very greedy with the last hit there. What? That never happens. Oh, the jump. The jump of destiny. I was proud I got on top, but I was like, oh, this is a bit too slow. Need to dive here. But not fast enough. I wanted to go for 2 pogos instead of 1. 1 pogo would have been safe. I'm kind of surprised I took the hit there. Fade dashing through him on the charge should usually be quite safe. Maybe I was just a little bit too far away. Usually you kind of just switch, dash through him when he charges and you'll be fine. But not this time. So yeah, it's time to talk about desperation moves, I guess. Isma had one. And it was quite a doozy too. Like a really difficult mechanic that just kept spamming until you defeat her, basically. Oh, that was not so good because of the hang. Quick. And, well, in Isma's case, I was able to deal with her rather well. What? Unfair. By just wraithing her in the face when she did the mechanic. Oh. I went way too late. So, truly. So for the desperation phase, I guess they won't have a lot of health, so you just gotta kind of burn through that health bar while they do their the scariest mechanic on repeat. And I guess for Hegemol, this is gonna be the jam. He's gonna stand in the middle and jam until you beat him. And that's rough, but not unbeatable. In fact, I gotta kind of practice ways to beat him there. So, an obvious thing to do is just jump into the middle and poke off his head. That's fine and all, but it's really close to the barrels. Ooh, I was so greedy for a nailed swing there. Ah, the barrel got me. I couldn't disengage because of the barrel. I needed to hope I could get out. So yeah, the jam is tricky. He doesn't do it for very long, so I don't have a great chance to play with it. Obviously, just hanging on the wall while he jams is not an option if that's his desperation move. Like if it's just the phase transitions, he quits after 8 jams each time. But that's not going to be the case for the desperation phase, I'm pretty sure. I could test it, but I'm sure that's just wasting a try. Kinda just wanna just nail on layer. There you go. I should have been ready for that. Or I could have done a great slash there. Nah, risky. Ah, it's not gonna work. I just wanted to do off the wall, but... Whoa! The Barrel of Destiny. I thought I could walk at that. Ay. Okay, yeah, I kind of want to learn the timing for wall dashing through the shockwave, because then I have another dash afterwards. But maybe it's not really worth it, especially if it takes him off screen. It's really not worth it. Off screen is very bad. You have no idea if it's gonna jump smash you. I think especially in third phase, if he does that, he's gonna just baseball you and basketball you, and that ain't great. Or volleyball maybe. It's more of a volleyball spike in it. I'm very close. I panicked. I was too close to him and I panicked. The panic. I always got a bench for full soul because it really helps speed up first phase. The two quick wraiths and one more in the chamber really contributes to burning through first phase HP, which is still not a lot. So yeah, I'm really playing aggressively, hoping to burn him down before he burns me. As you see, it's very easy for the fight to just end. Like, he just gets me. But that's what's so charming about this fight. Like, Isma was a bit more of a drawn-out fight. Edgemol is just like, in your face. He will defeat you by any means necessary. Including breaking the city architecture pretty solidly. Gotta give him that. He's not afraid of a little bit of architectural misdemeanor. Oh. Ooh, the barrel almost got me. Nice shockwave, bro. Thank you. Oh, that was kind of too much hang. Survived though. Oh, that was exactly what I was supposed to be able to handle. Dead? Yeah, I'm dead. I needed to react a little bit faster to that, but the jump overhead smash is just deadly. It's probably the deadliest single move he has. So many situations where it catches you out. And very little time to react to it. And the same tail as the overhead smash. Possibly it even shares code with it somehow, like maybe it will be an overhead smash if you're close and a jump overhead smash if you're far. Could be the case. It's so easy to mess up and get sent back to the bench. Okay, that went terribly. What was that? I'm not gonna reset though. Of course we can stabilize this. Oh. Okay, well this went sort of not that good. What? I thought I saw the shade flow coming back there. Maybe it was just like one frame away. I saw the particles coming back in. Oh well. Quick reset at least. Don't know why it says Pale Court Randomizer 2. Well, whatever. That number changes randomly all the time. It is whatever I feel it should be. One nice thing is that it doesn't really corner you, unlike Fail Champa sometimes does that. Nice face. Yeah. That's more consistent than I thought, huh? Even at some distance. Oh, the barrel of Disney. Barrel. Barrel of Destiny again. I really don't see him at all, like almost at all. Total waste now. Again, I thought I had Shade Cloak. Whew. Yeah. What an exciting fight. It does keep you on your toes, and sometimes not toes enough, if that makes sense. It's also a bit of a wrist killer. Even with several days of no stream, I can feel it in my wrist, this fight. That's why I gotta play Zen. Be comfy, no matter how many times he sends me back to the pool, I'm okay. Just enjoy the battle. Oh. Dead. I didn't expect the charge there. Sometimes he does those long range charges. That was an overhead. Charge is very fast, so if he does it while you're nearby and you're not prepared for it, it's a smash. That's also a problem. The fight is, although I try to shorten it as much as I can with high DPS, it's still a fairly long fight, and eventually it's gonna do something bad to you. And then you just get caught out and die. This fight on Radiant would be a challenge, to say the least. And I can't really complain about gearing. Like, the only thing I'm really missing is a little bit more soul gain and Sending Dark. I knew that would hit me. Nice try. I need to heal here. Done. No. The barrel zoned me there, couldn't go. thought I was gonna hit me with the backswing of the mace or something, but no. This Nah. Face already, please. Sir Knight, please. Gotta be a full soul before I use a spell here. There, take the heals, quick. Jamming. Oh yeah, for shockwave, forgot that. 3. No, I don't have. Nice third phase, bro. I completely didn't realize I didn't have the soul for a dive, and that's an 11 versus 10 soul gain thing. Because with 3 nail swings, I should have had a spell. I just don't have. Oops. That's what happens. Well, still taking the damage from the shockwave on the spike was quite inexcusable. Like, it's very easy, just dash through the spike and jump the shockwave. It's kind of free. I won't say completely free, because you never know what sort of sick follow-up he'll do, but... Dead. Oh, wrong way. Just dashed in the wrong direction. Happens sometimes. Neutral the stick too fast. Too far, I guess. Too fast. I've really gotten used to playing Hollow Knight in controller now. I don't think I could go back to keyboard. I know some people do really well with it, but for high-speed movement, I think couldn't really do it anymore. Just not gonna work. For slow speed movement, but I'm not resetting. Whatever. Heals. Only one heal is really bad. Oh goodness. Second phase gonna be impossible. Oh, okay, I didn't know where to go here. I actually didn't know what to do next there. I think that was not the right choice. That's tricky then. That is tricky. A sticky situation. If he dashed through me, it would have been totally safe there, but he dashed into the wall and I was kind of caught. Because the repeat dash will kill me no matter what, I think. Gotta think about my response to that move again. Bit earlier. Cut it a bit close there. Oh, cut it too close there too. Nice. That's what happens when you cut too close. Goodness. I have literally days of footage of just dying to these guys. Good times. They're really fun bosses. Gotta admire the people who came up with this. they're really well tuned too, I think. Like, apart from some individual complaints here and there, the bosses overall really smooth feeling, really precise feeling. They don't wiggle around. Thank you. Wiggling bosses the worst. Ah. Dead? No, but that was safe actually. I just thought I was dead and kind of gave up on everything. But if that pogo had landed correctly, I would have made it out. My reactions got better, I just didn't trust them. Can we defeat this thing? The answer is yes. But it requires persistence and a little bit of luck. I can also rethink my charm build with those 3 notches. There's, well, a few things I can do. I will just really miss Quick Slash. What? Where's my... Where'd my shade glow go? Come on. Good. Yeah, I think that's the safest way. Just go off. And react appropriately to the dash. It would totally be doable still. Just not visualizing the right response there. Ooh, the overhead after the... That would require an air dash out. Might actually be quite tricky even with an air dash, huh? Well, I do like dashing through the shockwave. It's just... There's a few situations where it puts me at a disadvantage. I could bait him to attack right and then escape left. Gotta think about that. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Man, I love this music. Kinda wish the... Oh, Battle of Destiny. Close. Nice. Oh, that was greedy! Just for the one hit too. It's so stylish when I get it. Oh well. Yeah, that seems to work. I wonder how consistent it is, though. No, the Barrel of Destiny! Oh, yeah. I was overthinking that. I could just have stayed on for the pogos. I was just trying to be like sneaky down, up, but no need for it. Okay, we got, I think we're getting that mechanic more unlocked now, which will help. He said after dying, but yeah, that happens. Yeah. It's safer to burn your blade cloak early for the shockwave, I think. Don't need it to go through since you're not actually going through anything. And that way it will be up for a follow-up dash if it does it. Actually, don't end on the nails from there. Nice and fast. Like so. Was unfortunate when he does that. Close. Yeah, this is why I'm saying, like, without wings, this guy would be crazy. Nice air spike. Good that he did it. I'm not... No, wait! What am I doing? I was like, I have. Because I did a wall dash, therefore I should have Shade Cloak left. That's not how that works. That is not how that mechanic works. That's not why you did that. Wasn't really necessary though, I think at long range you don't want to do it anyway. Just get as close to him as feels safe and then air dash through the shockwave. Or even, you know, burn a dive. Burning a dive for the shockwave ace and the end of the world. Burning dives defensively is bad because it really does push back the next phase a lot. But you gotta. The Barrel of Destiny. No! Darn. I noticed a weird inconsistency with just the overhead smash after he dashes are much faster than the regular overhead smashes. I don't know why. It's such a weird little inconsistency of the fight. I think a little bit of extra challenge to escaping those post-dash situations sometimes. You know, especially because I'd like to be greedy for those. I do like being greedy. Greedy is best. Wee. I just realized you don't have to wait until he spawns in to... Oh no. That was unfortunate. Wrong way. Wrong response. I think it's still possible if I wing straight away from him. Maybe it's still capable. Just don't do it right. But I don't know. Maybe it's extremely tight. Depends on when you misdashed. He's pretty darn fast after all. Haven't seen third phase in a little while. That's unfortunate. But you know, just going back in. It's Like with Isma, I felt very gradual progress. Like when I beat first phase, I was kind of sure I could beat first phase kind of reliably. And even second phase, like when I beat second phase, I'm like, okay, now kind of comfy with second phase, won't lose to it anymore. No, can't say the same for Hegemol. Hegemol is like, well, just hoping we don't lose, you know. Should've gone for the cheeky left swing. Oh, the barrel! Yeah, baiting him to attack the wrong direction is much better. What? I thought I had the time to get up there. And I was even in a good location, like if you're top left, he shouldn't be able to bounce back into you. So you should be relatively safe. From there you can dive into a relatively safe dash out. Or you can just, you know, pogo off of him as you usually do. Wait, no, not again. That's cheating, you know, when you do that. Ah, too early. I knew that was too early. I should just have dived, but I think dive would have killed me too. I could have jumped them. Probably was enough room to jump there. Okay. So yeah, that's just what Hegemol looks like. Like, you think you made progress, and you have, but you can still just die because he just goes so aggro on you. And it always just depends on which moves you chains together and how fast you react to them. And then you just die over and over again. And that's normal. I'm really enjoying this fight though, so it's completely alright. Just gotta remember to loosen my shoulders in between tries. That was kinda close. Not the right choice there. He could have killed me there. I got a bit unlucky with the moves. Didn't expect the face. Oh, that hit. I didn't think that would hit me there. Dead. If you start the phase with the dive and I don't have, or the jump smash and I don't have dive, I can just get hit. I haven't really figured out a way around that one yet. Just get off the wall faster. Which requires me to actually be able to count. Counting in my game? Never. But yeah, I'm really quite concerned about the desperation phase. Gonna be rough. But I have learned, despite the fact that I keep dying into first phase. It's not like I haven't learned and that's why I'm dying. It's just it requires a little bit of mechanical luck. Like that barrel thing not happening there. Like him not doing an overhead into the wall. That was very greedy. That was way too greedy. Like me not being too greedy at a bad moment. To be fair, greeding first phase isn't so bad. You can greed enough and you'll just suddenly pop it. It is fast when things line up well. The whole fight should be fast if things line up well. I think I'm still not using Quick Slash to its max potential. Like, the amount of nail swings you can just jam with Quick Slash are amazing. There's also the option to overturn and go into... I think the right move would be Fury, actually. Why? Could have survived that. I should have survived that. Look, the barrel of destiny again. Always barrels, and I don't see them until they're close to me. And that's also one of the luck aspects of the fight. I think the barrels are just too hard to spot. Like, you need eyes on him because he's so fast, and you need to react to every little cue he does. And usually peripheral vision, like, it's gonna sound like I'm complaining about nothing, but if the barrels fell faster, they'd be easier to spot. But they fall very slow, very languidly, and are really background colored. So it's so hard to spot them when you're focused on dodging his stuff. Which I gotta be, at least. I mean, I'm capable of like splits focus on bosses that require it. That was not great. Heal now quick. Dash out in case. Done. That's not gonna make it. I would like to approach him more. The barrel of destiny again? Man, the barrels. Yeah, that's the part of the fight I winged. I thought I winged and pogoed. Just slow, I guess. Too busy complaining about barrels. Oh well. But yeah, most of all, I think the barrel should have a bit of a palette update. Like, cool purple is not visible enough at all. I get what they're trying to do, but I mean, they can't put infection barrels, but they should still be, I think, a bit clearer. Do anything, you know, anything to make them clearer. Just tweak them until they're more visible. Would be already good. Careful. Last. Oh, the barrels. Close. What? What? The barrel! I feel like I've been saying barrels 100 times in the last minutes, but that was really all the barrels. Goodness gracious. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright then. Back to it. So yeah, just like some people might argue that the spitters are the true boss for Isma, I would argue that the barrels are the true boss for Hegemol. If the barrels weren't there, this fight would be a lot crisper. It is very, you know, Hegemol boss type thing to have barrels, but I ain't a fan. That barrel almost got me. Barely. Gotta get out of that one, yeah. Mostly because of barrels again. Barrels. Close. That was kind of risky. What? The pogo. What? I thought I still had iframes. That was very greedy to assume. Oh, that went well. Until I failed the pogo and then tilted. Unlucky. Usually I have a lot of iframes between attacks thanks to Stalwart Shell, so this is one of my zero cost charms that have been with me since the beginning of the run. The sort of charm you'd never ever equip in any run, you know, unless it happens to have zero cost. And you'd be forgiven for not knowing what it does. But basically it just gives more iframes between hits. Nice. I don't even know how many, I just know there's some. And it's definitely saved me on occasion. But not this one. Couldn't save me from myself. What? Out. Be careful. That swing at the end has a huge range. Deceptively huge. I still don't know how to handle that without soul. Ow. Okay, that was just early. Yes, I don't know how to dodge, like... The overhead jump smash is fine if you have a little bit of distance behind you, because then you can dash back and jump the wave. But if you don't have, you are kind of trapped. Because Hegemol is a big boy, can't really dash through him without Sharp Shadow. So dashing forward has not yielded a solution. Nice quick pace. Got in a cheeky race there. Okay, yeah, there we had enough space. That was the right way to handle it. Just get off the darn wall. Whoa. Too much airtime. I was confident I would survive that, but it was pretty risky, I agree. No banana! I thought I could bait him to swing that way so I could escape that way. But that didn't work this time, huh? He was committed to swinging left for some reason. That is the tricky part. Maybe I should drop earlier. It's not that dangerous to be in front of him. Yeah, after the shockwave, I think I just drop. Don't greed too much. I think one pogo and off is fine. Just off in the opposite direction of where the shockwave is coming from, and I guess you're fine. Unless it's like really close to the wall. Then he might be in danger if he does overhead after that. I missed the swing there. Wow, that was a miss. That was kind of risky. Not really capitalizing on the double dashes enough, I think. Should be able to do more damage thanks to barrel for existing. That was actually extremely close. Played it cool, but died. I should have dived. Dived was fine. I think dive might even have faced there. Okay, just gotta tighten how I handle this. Handling the shockwaves perfectly would kind of resolve that mechanic, and it's only new second phase mechanic. Since I don't really count double and triple dashes as a new mechanic, then that basically just means the whole phase is phase 1 mechanics, one completely handled mechanic, and the volleyball spike, which I think is also harmless if it never goes wrong. Of course a given. thread the needle on that one. Silly barrels, got nothing on me. Okay, something maybe. Silly barrels. Here, quick. Ooh, I'm kind of surprised it did hit me. Happy though. That's the last one. Yeah, I really need to handle that mechanic better. Okay, nice fail, but survived. What now? I think I'm reacting too fast. I think I'm just reacting a little bit too fast. That's the second time this happened. 2 muscle memory, 2 trigger finger. So apparently you can't dash instantly when he charges. It does charge animation. You kind of have to hold a frame or two. Again, something Sharp Shadow would fix. Something I refused to do though. Sharp Shadow and Dash Master would be hot on this fight, I think. Would actually kind of, I won't say trivialize it, but would really help. Don't have that though. Sharp Shadow is 3, Dash Master is 2, and the barrel, thank you. You heal. Better than the hits. Much better than hits. No, that was too slow. That was way too slow. Okay, maybe that was a little bit too far away to make the shockwave. I don't have to make it every time. I can survive it. Just dashing through it. I just like that way of handling it. But I don't know if it's actually that good. It only gives me like 1 pogo in on him, so... Which... I mean, if you view it as a free pogo, it's a free pogo, but... If it kills you, I wouldn't exactly call it free. Go. That was just about good enough. Somehow I thought that was the second phase charge, so I kind of panicked. I could have gone for a race there, that would be nice. Barilla. That is the danger. When he jumps like that, not much you can do unless he dashed off a wall or dashed on the ground level. Even then it's really hard. He just jumps, that's not even an attack, it's just jump, you know. But though kind of the way he aims his jumps, it's not meant to hit you. But exactly after the shockwaves, he's kind of gonna calculate a little bit funky how you land, I think, and he says that yeah, I can land here. That's okay. Like unlike the, let's say, core Hollow Knight bosses, the Pale Cord bosses don't really try to body you, which is thank you for that. But that's actually an example of Pale Cord boss bodying you. That's an example of a barrel. I swear I'm gonna lose the winning run to barrel. I mean, kind of by default, since... Oh. Again, kind of like calculated. I should be a little bit further back, but I also moved up while he was jumping, so... I guess by default I will lose the winning run to barrel, because if the desperation move is jam, then barrels are the main ways to die. I don't need to be that close to get max damage on the Wraith, so... I really should Wraith them there. Just such good damage. Barrel. What? Blinded. Ah! Shockwave too fast. This is one reason to jump before the thing, or to use a dive. I'm greedy. Especially because I had to preserve soul for a heal. I really don't think I should have taken some of that damage I did, but that's what happens. This fight is cruel, brutal, and with 3 masks you really can't make mistakes. It is possible to heal in second phase, by the way. With quick focus, I have found some windows to heal, especially on shockwaves. Maybe I can manage to heal once on shockwave anyway. I'll try that again. If I can get one heal on a shockwave, then it will be kind of big. Since this mechanic continues into third phase. Ooh. Why? Put it too slow. Nope, made it. What? That was a weird thing to take a hit there. Woo! Can't believe he did that. Ooh. Aren't? The fast overhead smash. I should still have been able to dodge out of it though. Just slow reactions. Oh, been 1.5 hours of Hegemals. I guess that does slow you down a bit. This is a, weekend night stream, so they're a bit random in starting time and duration. Probably not gonna go much further. Going for a few more good tries, but I'm not pushing it to 6 hours of Hegemals today. We'll just be doing what we can. That was close. A lot of that was close in this fight, though. Well, that's how this fight is. If he didn't hit you, he'd almost hit you. Oh, face already. Oh, that missed, no? Sadness. Okay. I do have Marco Pride, just because it's one of the few things that actually fit on one Charm Notch. But I do kind of overestimate its range sometimes. What the nonsense? The kills. Shockwave! Don't forget the shockwave! Triple. Missed, darn it. That was kind of big. Man, taking 2 hits from the shockwave. Not my proudest moment. Music is going crazy. What the? No, that's not the thing you died to. Come on. That's the basic thing. Oh, well. It went well, apart from that. I can't believe 3 simple things killed me in the final phase. Pretty tight until then, though. Oh well. I guess the tension does get to you. Well, I know that it's been a while since we got to the 3rd phase, but I really feel like it's improving. Can't help but improve, I guess, when you do a boss for this long. And I do want to do more Pale Court in the future, so I'm already thinking of like ways to include them in randomizers, maybe less cursed things than what I'm doing right now. Like, just... oh. No, that was okay, that was... It's first phase, it's first phase. I was like, isn't he gonna dash again? Oh no, first phase. Oops. Like, I do want to see more of Pale Court, and maybe also in lower difficulty randomizers, where I guess it's more reliable to beat them in a few tries, instead of spending literal millions of years on them. And that sounds kind of fun, actually. Like, Pale Court percent could be kind of a fun thing to run. Would be interesting to try to balance out, like, how strong do I need to be to beat them reliably versus how fast would it be to do more items. Whether randomized or not. Maybe, for me, preferably randomized, but both would be fun. Oh, that shouldn't have hit me, I think. That's a nice miss. Okay, very good that I hit them there. If that hadn't traced him there, I would be dead on the spot. Yeah, getting off the wall earlier does help. Why dashing too early now? Can't believe it. After spending so much time struggling with that mechanic, now I just go too early and it's a problem. That barrel almost had me. Barrel. Don't know why I up splash there. Fun, I guess. Ooh, really? I thought for sure I got that. That was almost a phase 2, and I would have had a heal. Sadness. Just a slight misjudgment gets you killed. That's how it is. 918 deaths. Well, 1k deaths has happened before on stream. And it seems like it's happening again. I mean, we haven't even gotten to hairdryer and Tiso. Now, I have a feeling hairdryer and Tiso are probably the milder bosses. I don't know why I think so for hairdryer. Just because I don't know anything about dryer, I guess. They don't have a reputation that scares me. Like, all the other ones really do, but the only thing hairdryer's really done was kill a bunch of mantises, I guess, which, well, that's impressive, but... probably means hairdryer and Lamehon aren't exactly on the same page regarding the mantis diplomacy issue. Oh, no shockwave, okay. That wasn't what I intended to do, but... why? That was a... that was shade cloak though, I saw it. I saw the shade cloak. Nice spike. Thank you for spiking. Sometimes I'm very happy that he spikes. Or jump slams rather. I was safer there. I think I cancelled my hit there. Sadness. Only one heal? Oh, that's not good. I should have not greeted there. What the nonsense? Easy pogo. I just thought he would dash faster. Expected him a little bit ahead of schedule. But there was no reason not to go backwards there, I guess. Okay, well, another third phase. Busted quickly. Not having 2 pips of heal really did hurt it. But hey, we're getting to third phase more consistently. This is really good. Because, I mean, consistency is really hard with Hegemol. And getting any level of consistency really helps. Because then you just need to get to third phase, being consistent in the third phase. And he consistently will beat him. Well, that's it, you know, once you beat him, you beat him. Don't need to be able to 100% beat them. I just need to kill you once. Smile. Well, that's an issue though. It wasn't happening before at all. Yeah, I actually have to. I'm actively holding back now. Like when I see him dashing, I'm actively like, yeah, no, don't dash yet. Can use the sound cue too. I want dash until it's done with. You don't really have to go faster than that. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get consistent at phases 1 or 2. But I'm getting more consistent, and that's good enough. And, closer to consistent. There's definitely some muscle memory coming in here. Some decisions that don't need to be made live because I've already made them. Should have done a fireball there. Gonna do another here. Careful, that almost got you. No, wrong way. That was so easy to dodge too. Wasted quite a bit of soul there. The Barrel of Destiny. I was really trying to thread the needle on that one, but, you know, there's just so little you can do when a barrel is in your way. You just gotta eat it a lot of the time, and you can't really afford to be 3 masks. That means you're down to 1-shot range. That's also one reason to want to finish the fight fast. Just avoid getting unlucky with barrels. I could have gone high though if I'd seen the barrel, you know. But I don't see it, frankly. I didn't see it was there until I dashed. Or shortly before. I took it out there. Should stop saving too much soul, I think. I only need like 1 for a good for good wraiths. That's enough. Better to converge. Ooh, that was close. It worked though. Oh, I thought I didn't deliver that. Careful about the 1-shot range. Oh. I didn't want to approach him there. Oh! Didn't think that would hit me. Do I have 2 heals? I barely don't. Oh no, that's really bad. Third phase with only 2 health. Not ideal. Blamida. I was too focused on barrels to get out. It would have been an easy air dash, I think. Probably an air dash into wings to avoid the shockwave. Gosh, can you imagine doing hegemol without wings? Madness. Madness, I say. Isma was totally fine. Lemehon was barely noticed not having wings. Well, not true. On the windmill attack, I guess. You notice not having wings. But there's alternative ways to get through windmill. But hegemol just requires such constant movement. Kinda miss Lemehon. Kinda wanna go back to Lemehon for variety's sake. That's a good sign. What? Yeah, when a boss makes you go like, I miss this boss. That's a really good sign for the boss. I think Lemehon is like, not too hard. I know her name is Samir, thank you. But like, you know, not so hard you can't beat it again. Not so easy that it's boring. Great design. Nope. Remember, one was low. Meaning death could come anytime. Then you really need to have at least a little bit of soul. Darn. Still alive though. Can heal it up. Careful. Not done yet, I think. Phase should be almost through. Also music seems to say this. Careful. Heal, quick. Ooh, almost missed one. I'm not even scared. Again. Nice damage, amazing damage. The ground shockwave is so easy to dodge. No, I went... the contacts damage. I went too close. I thought he would drop faster. I thought I could get on, but actually this is really risky. He hangs too long and then he goes straight to ground. So you can't really get close to him. I mean, you can get in front, but not close. Oh, that was good. Just had to learn a little bit more about how that move works, I guess. I think it's a super easy attack. It took all my health, so... that's not a good thing. Well, it's already getting quite late, so this has to be the last set of runs. And then I'm gonna head bedwards, I think. It's been really fun to keep progressing on Hegemol. I think I can really feel the progress too. I mean, oh, barrels. Apart from barrels, everything is going better. As I was saying, I don't expect I'll ever be completely consistent with Hegemol. But, oh. I was expecting a charge there, to be frank. That's a case in point, I guess. But my chances of beating him just go higher and higher. You know. If you view it kind of as like a game of probability, then at first you have 0% chance. You just have 0% chance of beating the thing. You just go in there and you know you're gonna die. And then after learning a bit, your chance starts incrementing like 0.000000001%, and then you drop some zeros. And eventually, you might even start seeing trickles of actual percentages appear. Not much, mind you. But, you know, that's all you need. Why? Again, I could swear I saw the Shade Cloak reforming. And it didn't, huh? That's so weird. That barrel wanted me bad. And I was like, nope. But that got me. Nice damage. I should have gotten one nail in there. Oh, too slow, too slow, too slow, too slow. The third nail swing was probably greedy. I don't know, it felt good. It felt good when I was swinging. It felt good while swinging, this is true. Maybe I could just have survived otherwise. Dashed away, which is always foolish. I mean, Edmol really is a boss where dashing in isn't always the answer. Like, definitely there's a lot of fights in both this and, let's say, let's use the phrase other Soulsborns. Or Souls-likes. Where the only correct thing is... Really? I was just talking about how you don't body. Like, I guess it didn't. There was a little bit of space left in the corner. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, in a lot of Souls-likes, or boss fighters in general, it's almost always like strongly encouraged to dodge inwards. Because being close to the enemy usually means you have the control, not them. You need to be close to do your stuff, and they usually have to do something, like some way to get you out of their close range. Like thinking about, for example, Malenia or something. You have such an imposing boss, and yet by far the right thing to do is just go in. Nice, 4 swings. I didn't trust the barrel there. Didn't trust myself at the barrel. No. I think it's all shell though. That was close, actually. Almost went early. Oh no! I was about to say, I feel the choke coming up. And I was like, oh yeah, wait, double dash. Oh yeah, I can kind of feel the choke coming up here. That's probably on account of it getting late and just passing the 2-hour mark. Wait, it's really like exactly on the 2-hour mark I could feel the choke rising. That's funny. Okay. I think I'll give myself 3 more tries and I'll call it a night. It's been really nice. Just get some more warm up on Hegemol. And I really think that assuming I figure out a way to beat the silly... I'm sure there is a desperation phase, and assuming I find some way to beat it, then we're getting there. We'll get to see the desperation phase at the very least. Oh, that was a really fast phase. That was risky as all heck. Second phase feels less special now, which is a good sign. Second phase should feel special. Second phase should be a given. Well, okay, not pretty elegant, but we're alive after all. Sometimes that's all we can get. Heals. That's a lot of barrels. What? Remember? Count. Thank you. Love. Shockwave. Three? See, come on. It's just counting to 3. It's the easiest mechanic. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Like, where's the shockwave? Where's the shockwave? Oh, it's 3. It is 3. Okay, so counting failure. I can't cost me that one. I guess this has to be our last try already, huh? Maybe I can squeeze in one more. It's usually like that. This is fun though. Getting consistently to 3rd phase. The dream. Also, if you don't have right crystal dash, then even starting the fight takes forever, because you gotta walk through the whole beautiful scenery, which is beautiful, but boy, it's pretty long. That should not usually be a problem. Ow. Yeah, I do prefer to drop before here after the dash, because otherwise it's sort of harder to get out of the overhead. Back into it. Man, what an enjoyable fight. I'll feel really happy when beating this thing. With this match I just felt tired. I mean, satisfied, tired, but here I feel I'm gonna have quite a rush. Nice damage. So close. Shouldn't really let him off spin though. Kinda risky. No, wrong way. Ablada. Just shifted a little bit too much. Well, we can squeeze in another country. Of course we can. Fun fights, we can always squeeze in another. No question about it. Dun, 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 dun. Na, na, na. I think maybe it's time to turn off the recent items display actually. It's just kind of not doing much, is it? Recent items. Just don't show it. There you go. We'll put it back later. Don't need it right now. Ooh, I was... Okay, so what happened there was I went for the swing in midair before the dash. I've done that before and it's never worked. I never manage it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up here. Oh, bugged. Okay, I think this really has to be our last try. Yeah, last try coming up. This is definitely the last try. There's no redos after this. Doesn't matter if it kills me in 1 second. I just have to win this one try. Very good. Okay, Hedgemole, let's do this. You hedgehog mole, you. Nice try with the barrels. No, another one of those. I think I'm cloaked, but I don't actually. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, focus, careful, careful. Okay, all focus now. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. And hit, hit. Yeah, Battles of Destiny, as always. Okay, and careful, careful. Okay. And go in, go in, go in. Go in. Only 3 hits. Okay. Could have gone for another hit there. It's very risky though. Oh, didn't count. So I still... Counting is hard, okay? I was prepared for that too. I was gonna dive afterwards. I knew he was gonna do it afterwards. You gotta make sure to have enough soul to heal twice. So I can't burn too much now. The Barrel of Destiny. That's it. I can't go further. That's gonna be it for me for tonight. Didn't get him, but got a lot further. I think we gotta get him next time. Gonna have a good, fresh stream and beat daylight out of this silly false knight wannabe. It's like false knight. Thanks for lurksing, Fenster. Hope it was enjoyable to hear me grinding against death over and over. But it's a really fun fight. Can warmly recommend it. Can warmly recommend burning days of your life on this. Good stuff. Okay. See you, tomorrow. I think I'll have a good amount of stream time tomorrow. So see you around. Have a good one and bye.